Hello everyone! Anyone who's seen my videos or my art or my cosplays knows how much I love everything about Romania from Hetalia. I know such a fixation on a character like him might seem bizarre since the Hetalia fandom is not as big or alive as it used to be, and he's such a minor character that I've had other Hetalia cosplayers at conventions not realize I'm a Hetalia cosplayer when I'm cosplaying him. However, I want to make this video to sort of explain myself, while not giving too many headcanons I have that I want to discuss in other videos. So anyway, let's begin. I think one big thing, and really the first thing that drew me in, is his appearance. Romania's appearance, his design, is one of the best designs in Hetalia and is incredibly pleasing to the eye. I've had people ask for photos of me when I'm cosplaying him when they don't even know who he is or where he is from. That's a telltale sign of great character design. His messy, fluffy looking light brown hair fits with the mischievous motif since it hints at it. His eyes being a russet color is not only unique for Hetalia characters, but is also a reference to vampire stereotypes. Red overall as a color is typically used to grab attention, and in addition to his eyes, his main coat is colored red, which grabs attention among other uniform colors. There are smaller details that are noticeable that make him unique, like his hat, the striped jacket cuffs that are unlike other uniform cuffs, and the golden brooch on his chest. There's also his sharp canines, which serve two purposes, to hint at a more trickster side and a reference to vampire stereotypes. Overall, his design is incredibly strong and draws people in, even if they aren't Hetalia fans and have no idea who he is or where he is from. Now, I'm not saying there are no other characters in the series that can do that, however, I do think his design does draw in people that probably wouldn't look twice at Hetalia. His personality is a bit rough to go through since he's only a minor character and is frequently seen in the comics, however I have been able to draw several conclusions based on things presented. He's a playful trickster type, which is such a fun character type to see and write in action. He's also the romantic type, a flirt, and I think it definitely suits him. But he's also noted to be a hard worker, the type who tries to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I've actually already gone over most of his personality in my sneak peek of my Romhan video, but for those that haven't seen it or aren't interested in seeing it, I'll sum up what I talked about there here. Basically put, he's a character that I've spent a lot of time playing around with, seeing how he works in different points of his history. One of his worst fears is being seen as useless by others, and it's something he goes out of his way to avoid that happening. Now, there have been some works that delve into a darker side that he might have, one that I've actually considered reading on this channel. I actually think it is interesting exploring and integrating this side with his usual personality. Overall, while he is a minor character, I think there's a lot to explore about him, and he has a lot of potential for different roles and stories and fan works. I absolutely love some of his relations with other characters, that much is no big secret of mine. Let's start off with Moldova. I just love how caring and protective he is of his younger brother. There's something so sweet in that. I'm not even kidding, I'm surprised some of the cute brotherly fanworks haven't straight up given me diabetes from how cute they are. Which makes it so much sadder when I find fanworks where one of them dies and they can't stop it from happening. I may or may not be referencing certain fanworks when I say that. I've actually been a roleplay shippers ever since I got involved with Hetalia, even though it might not seem like it since I've been obsessed with another pairing involving Romania, but we will get to that. I own so many doujinshis with that pairing. Some artists that I have become known to draw this pairing have been my biggest inspiration in my art journey. With that aside, I do love their whole friendship together. They both have their weird little quirks, and I think they complement each other in a funny way. Now on to that one Romania pairing I have an obsession with. Romhan. I'm going to keep my thoughts short since I will go into full detail in my upcoming Romhan video, whenever that comes, hopefully within the next century. But to keep things simple, there is a lot of material to this duo. The history together is so interesting, and yeah, it isn't perfect, but it's that imperfection that draws me in. Going outside their history, their personalities create an entertaining chemistry, and I just love it. I could go on, but to prevent this video from lasting over an hour, I will just save all my thoughts for my upcoming Romhan video. I think everyone knows that Turkey, he's kind of an underrated character, especially in pairings. Now why do I bring this up? Because I love Romania's relations with them. It's basically Romania being a little shit to Turkey, and it's hilarious every time. Whether it be him giving Turkey nightmares because of Romania's past boss Vlad Tepes, or using every Turkish word that has been passed along into the Romanian language as some euphemism for swear words. With these two together, there's an endless amount of laughs to be had, and that's why I love their relationship together. There's many more relations I could go into, but to keep this video short, his personality and relations with other characters tends to make things interesting, and it's something that I've had a lot of fun with. I'm about to get personal. It's something I've hinted at on Tumblr and in chats on Amino, but to keep things somewhat vague, I haven't had the easiest life. I'm fully aware that the way I've been treated in my life isn't right, but it's something for the longest time I found so difficult to talk about. You're probably wondering what this has to do with my adoration for Romania, but it has everything to do with it. When I got into Hetalia, I wasn't in a good place, and things got more tumultuous during high school, and even as a young adult now, I still have struggles. Put things bluntly, Romania became one of my main comfort characters throughout these years, a character that gave me hope even in my darkest moments. A lot of my vent art and writings I made during high school had him as the main subject, since it was through him that I could really unleash my anger, despair, pain, everything, without being judged or made to feel awful for expressing those emotions. I honestly think that if Romania wasn't in the series at all, I would have left Hetalia a long time ago, or at the very least be hardly involved and just focused on my original characters. So I guess I have him to thank for how long I've stayed in this hellhole. But in all honesty, even almost 8 years later, I still hold this character near and dear to my heart, and I'm really grateful for that. To finish things off, Romania from Hetalia is one of my favorite characters from the series, and while he may not be part of the main cast, I still love him, and I will continue to simp for him, even though if he were real, he would probably want nothing to do with me. For now, I will see you guys next time.